Women always say they want a nice guy because they are just parroting what Disney, the mainstream media, and movies suggested to them. However, when they finally find one, hypergamy pops up and they end up hanging out with men who do not value nor respect them. After multiple men have been inside her, if you know what I mean, this woman feels sad and lonely. She cannot face the cognitive dissonance and cries a river. At first, she might blame men for using her, but she did not close her legs either. In reality, she knows deep down her choices were mostly wrong, and the good men who genuinely wanted her in the past now are living their independent lives free from the mind games and matrix programming. Good men are hard to find because they are not looking for women. Good men are chasing success, building themselves, and certainly do not have time nor motivation to be liking women's Instagram posts. Today, guys, you are about to know why these women complain so much and will not even take responsibility for their poor choices when they are lonely. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. This time, it was also difficult to pick the best one. First, I want to give a shout out to Timur Das. He said, "Chasing arrogant women is like chasing barking dogs. It's better to chase some greater cause like technology, science, or any other field which most people have forgotten these days. At least it helps in increasing bank balance." Tamar Das, you're absolutely right. Chase a check, never chase a chick is a great motto to live by. Today's winner is Angry Dragon. He said, "I love the gym story, and I also like that attitude your family member has. I mean, sure, you don't have to go to the gym or get in shape, but just like he said, actions have consequences. And no, modern women will never change. We need to weed out hypergamy and the current natural female nature from humanity. Darwin will win whether women want him to or not." You're right, I love that science analogy and how you simply put what others refuse to accept, namely, actions have consequences. Angry Dragon, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most light, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. Women should know that they do not seem to find a good man for one or multiple of the following reasons. Their sample of men is too small, they are looking in the wrong places, they fall for the wrong things, their standards are unrealistic and too high, or flat out they ignore them. The last one is quite funny, and in reality, women regret rejecting or dumping men who genuinely cared about them. What women call good men are careful with whom they choose to date or marry, or they just do not want to deal with the headaches the judicial system may give in the case of a divorce. Men are becoming more and more picky, which is undeniably necessary given the current state of Western societies. Let me go even deeper. If I had $1 each time I heard these complaints, I would be a multimillionaire by now. Firstly, most good men know that even though most women say they're looking for good men, they still are attracted to bad boys. Men who do not belong to the bad boy category either play the role or just escape the dating marketplace out of boredom. Secondly, men realized it is almost impossible to find a good woman. Just because someone thinks they are a good person, it doesn't make them a good person. Thirdly, men are worried about false allegations, paternity fraud, alimony, and other gynocentric procedures that punish men in a system that obviously favors women. Equality is nothing but a liberal fantasy. Therefore, good men decide to be invisible to women to avoid trouble. Long story short, men are not willing to be treated as if they are the source of all evil, so they either choose to join the dark side, aka becoming a bad boy, or get the F out of the dating scene and live quiet lives. I strongly recommend you choose the latter. The good old days are over. Most good guys are going their own way because they know it is hard to find a good woman who wants to be with them for who they are and not because of what they have. Modern society might talk about changing gender roles and fighting stereotypes, but at the end of the day, that's another narrative that is breaking down families, values, and social peace and tolerance. Back in your grandparents' era or earlier, most women loved a man for who he was. Husband and wife were loving and loyal to each other. They stayed together for rich or poor, for better or worse, in good health or sickness. Why were people like this back then? Well, they were not promiscuous. In most cases, their spouse is the only lover. Sex was a sacred bond between them. Do you see that is completely different to today's paradigm? In modern days, there is little love between husband and wife. Most people had dozens or more lovers before marriage. Sex is for pleasure with no value. They can easily get sex through hookup, one-night stands, etc. They would leave their spouse high and dry when their spouse is down and needs them most. Unfortunately, this is the 21st century love for you. I know stories of women leaving their man because he lost his job or got injured. That's devastating for men who were all in giving their best. If you want to get married or want to be in a relationship to have someone to help and take care of each other during difficult times, forget about it. As a man, finding hobbies to keep you busy during free time is the best way to enjoy life. The best way to protect yourself is staying single, living a healthy life, and saving up money. If you are debt-free with a large emergency fund that is enough to last you for years, then you are secure. As a man, I envy my grandparents and earlier generations. Even though they were poor with little technology, they had true love. Nowadays, we live times when women only realize they want love after being banged by multiple men. And let's be honest, many guys out there just want meaningless flings to fulfill their lustful desires. Love will be a thing of the past unless society undergoes a cultural revolution that makes it go back to honesty, integrity, responsibility, and realism. In the main, good men are doing the work. They build businesses, work extra hours, exercise, and in general, improve themselves in every field they set their mind to. Their list of priorities is defined and their frame is solid. Just by looking at the social landscape, they realize that bros go before chicks. I took the liberty to rephrase Future's mask-off phrase, chase a check, never chase a chick. And that brings me to the conclusion to wrap up this video. Do you see that one little letter can change it all? So it does a small decision. If you stay the same, in other words, if you believe society's lies and accept that men must put women on a pedestal, then do it. However, I guarantee you will enjoy no success. In contrast, if you realize that society's lies are damaging and don't want to submit to modern tyranny, then welcome to the club. Mgtow is getting bigger and bigger because men cannot stand the pain of being treated as disposable objects despite being the backbone of every society and economy. Mgtow is full of inspirational stories of men who suffered but then woke up to the lies and started building their best lives. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you ever met a woman who complains about not finding good men? Do you consider yourself a good man? If so, what are you doing to build your best life? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.